Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef. Today I want to show you how to make mixed berry vanilla oatmeal. One of my customers, Lori, shared this in my recipe community and I really appreciate it. I am really looking forward to making this. This is going to be the first time that I am making this and trying it, but so many of my customers have made it and commented, told Lori thank you for sharing it, and I have to get in on this, right? So I'm going to show you some of our new products today, and I think that you're going to want to make this too. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got all of our ingredients out, and some of them have been prepped before. I want to tell you what I did ahead of time so that you can, follow along. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel while you're here, and don't forget to go to theflipflopchef.com and join my recipe community so you have access to this recipe and thousands more. So first I want to show you our brand new colander. This is beautiful. I love that it's stainless. I love that it has the silicone grippers on the side. It also has a nice footprint on the bottom that keeps it's a raised footprint, so it keeps it off of the bottom of your sink. So your food doesn't ever have to touch the bottom of your sink. So if you're draining something in your sink, you don't have to worry about your sink being super clean at the moment, right? So I rinsed all of our berries in this before the video, and I wanted to give them a chance to dry off. So we're gonna mix the oats first, then we're gonna have a liquid mixture that we're going to pour on top of this, and then our berries, of course. So let's go ahead and work on the oats first. So for this recipe, we need 3 cups of oats. And this is something that you can make and serve warm, or you can put it in the, cool it off, put it in the refrigerator, and then reheat it at a later time. You can reheat each serving if you like, I think. All right, so 3 cups. I'm using just one of our dry measuring cups to measure this out. And we're gonna add in some baking powder. So we're gonna do a 1/2 tablespoon. So that's 1½ teaspoons. Add that in. And then we're gonna add some salt, and I'm also gonna add some of Pampered Chef's pea protein. So the salt that I'm using today is actually Pampered Chef's Himalayan sea salt that I ground in our deluxe cooking blender. So I'm gonna put a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in here, and add in our protein. I always love to add Pampered Chef's Enrichables to my recipes anytime I can. I know my kids will be eating this too, and I want to add in some extra protein. You could add in super veggies to this too. I did 2 heaping tablespoons of pea protein. I'm going to mix this together with one of our small spreaders, and then we're going to get the liquid and our berries together. And I'm going to show you a really cool pan that we're going to put this in. I have the oven preheated to 350 degrees, and this will bake for 30 to 45 minutes. So for our liquid ingredients, we're going to use our small glass bowl, and I've got 2½ cups of vanilla almond milk. So you could use plain almond milk, you could use cow's milk, whatever milk you like. Any alternative milk should work for this too. I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. You can buy it in the liquid form, but I have the just this organic coconut oil, and this is a solid. So if you wanted to use that, you would need to melt it. I melted it for like 30 seconds in the microwave. I'm gonna add a 1/2 cup of pure maple syrup. I like to use my measure all cups for this because then I can just sort of pour it in, but scrape off the top there, and then I'm not having to clean out the inside of a measuring cup. And I don't waste any of it, so. All right, so maple syrup. And then I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now I'm using Pampered Chef's double strength vanilla extract, so if you if you really like the flavor of vanilla and you have our double strength, then you could use 2, or you could cut it to 1. But if you're using a regular strength, be sure that you use 2 teaspoons. And this is a product that's not always available, so at the time of recording this video, it's not available. So, hate to disappoint you, but you can use any pure vanilla extract that you have. So I'm gonna whisk this together. I'm also gonna add in a couple of eggs, and I wanna show you our new egg separator. So I'm gonna zoom in so that you guys can see this, because this is just super cool. I don't need to separate these eggs. I just have to show you guys this. So when you need to separate an egg, we redesigned our egg separator, and I love it that it has these silicone pieces here. But check this out. So this handle can be made larger. So you could use it on this bowl. Let's see. You could even use it on our large glass mixing bowl, which is really exciting. But for this one, I'm just gonna fold it in half. Eggs do separate best when they are room temperature. And check that out. Isn't that so pretty? And thank you, Lisa, for my fun towels. I just love these. It was a celebration for my trademark, and I really appreciate it. All right, so see how easy it is to separate the eggs? Just remember, I didn't need to separate it. I just needed an excuse to show you. All right, always crack your eggs in a separate bowl, just in case you get one that's not so nice. I usually do one at a time, but I didn't get out another, use my whipper, another small prep bowl. I'm gonna use my mini whipper. I like using this in smaller bowls. I'm gonna whip these eggs, and then we'll whisk this into our milk mixture. So we basically have our dry and solid ingredients separated. All right, so I'm gonna whisk this a little bit more gently because I was slinging it out. So I'm just gonna kind of stir on the bottom of the bowl, get this nice and incorporated. Looks like my oil has started to solidify a little bit, but I'm not really worried about that. When I put this in the oven temperature will melt that. Okay, so let's get our fruit ready to go. And I didn't grab a cutting board. So let me grab one of these. All right. I love these because they don't slip and slide around. We're going to need 3 cups of berries, and I want to show you another new product from Pampered Chef. These are our cut and store containers, and I am so excited about them. I'm going to use them for just storing food as well. But look, there is a cutting board built into the lid, so you can put your food in here and then use the included cutting board. So make yourself a little mini charcuterie board in there, take it to the beach or the pool, wherever you want to go. I have strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries, and I just have one of my Easy Read measuring cups here. This is the 4 cup. I'm going to just measure this out. So 1 cup of blueberries, and then we'll add 1 cup of raspberries. Cannot wait to try this. So I'm basically I filled to the 1 cup line, and now I'm filling to the 2 cup line. And I'm going to use these raspberries to make, the rest of the raspberries I'm going to use to make a raspberry jam in my deluxe cooking blender. So if you've never seen one of my videos showing you how to do that, be sure to check it out. I'm going to slice these strawberries. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the stems off, and I could be using this cutting mat that comes with it. So I'm excited to use these so my kids can use these, because they're always getting out cutting mats all day long, and then I have 4 or 5 little cutting mats in my dishwasher at the end of the day. It takes up space. All right, I want to show you this quick slice. So I could keep slicing that on that little lid, but I want to show you this because it's so cool. Take our strawberries, put them on our quick slice, and just slide down, and look, I've got all these sliced. So let's see, we need 3 cups. I think this is going to be enough. Yep, 3 cups of berries. That was pretty good estimating on my part, wasn't it? Okay, so now I want to show you another new product from Pampered Chef, and this is our new cake pan with lid. You guys, some things I wonder why it takes so long for us to come out with something. This is actually a product that we carried years ago, but it wasn't this pretty blue color, and it didn't come with this awesome storage lid. So after I make this, I'm going to be able to just snap this on to the top of this, store it in my refrigerator, and it's going to be ready to go. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take half of this oat mixture. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I need to spray this pan, so let me pour this out. It says Pampered, not perfect, right? All right, let me wipe out this dust from my oats. Start with a clean canvas here, hang on. Okay, I'm going to use my kitchen spritzer, and I'm going to pump the pressure into this bottle so that it sprays like an aerosol can, but without all the preservatives. So spray, spray, spray. I'll hold it this way. You know, spray it so that it doesn't, the oatmeal doesn't stick. All right. When you're done, just release that oil, or excuse me, release the air out of the pump. All right, so we're going to spread half. of the oats, and I'm guesstimating here, but I'm gonna cover the bottom of this pan. Use my hands here, just get a nice layer. We're gonna put half of these berries. So what I should have done, let me get another bowl so we can mix. Oh, here, I'm gonna just mix them in my colander because it's here. So I'm gonna just use one of our new nylon tools. These are reinforced with stainless steel too. So we're gonna do half of the berries. That way we get some of all of them on each layer. All right. Okay. Then we're gonna pour, let's see, where's my whisk? I'm gonna whisk this a little bit. My coconut oil has solidified just a little bit. I'm just gonna whisk this together. Just a second, and then we're gonna add the rest of the oatmeal on top of this. I almost did the wrong order here. So put our oatmeal on the top. Okay. This is like so easy, and I know it's gonna be delicious. Now we're gonna pour the milk mixture on the top. I'm gonna pour this. Trying to get even coverage so I'm not having to stir this up. All right, now what I'm gonna do is just sort of shake this pan a little bit so that we get all those oats under the liquid. Use my scraper a little bit here. And then we're gonna put the rest of the berries on the top. And this is gonna bake for 30 to 45 minutes. I'm gonna peek at the recipe so that we all know. It says, 25 to 40 minutes, I had that wrong. It says until the oats are tender and the mixture is set. So you can serve this with a splash of milk if you like. And I am going to add some more berries because I want there to be more on the top. So I'm gonna add the blueberries since I'm gonna use the raspberries for another recipe. Add those in. That one's stuck inside of that raspberry. Okay, whoops. Try to even out the blue. All right. Then what we're gonna do, just give this a little shake so that these go down into the pan a little bit more, into that liquid. And we're gonna bake this up, and I cannot wait to try this when it is hot. I also can't wait to reheat it and just see how good it is. I have another recipe for a rock crock oatmeal that's made in the microwave, and it reheats really, really well. It's an apple cinnamon oatmeal, so I encourage you to look for that recipe too. It's in my recipe community, which I mentioned earlier. You can find that at theflipflopchef.com. Just click the button at the top. Be sure to subscribe while you're here. I can't wait to hear what you think about this recipe. Lori, thank you again for sharing it with me. I know everybody already has let you know that in my group, and I appreciate it. I can't wait to try this. I can't wait to use my storage lid for this new pan and share this with my kids later on. So that's all I have for you guys today, but I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.